Welcome to Hope's Jazz Band mini concert today, February 15th, 2026. My name is Sue Stevens, and I'll be your MC and the alto sax player for today. This fine group of musicians convened about 4 years ago to be the band for our church's annual jazz worship. And I'll announce now that next year it will be February 7th, a week earlier. We had the service this morning, which is always the Sunday before Ash Wednesday. That's how I know that Ash Wednesday is when it is, and so when our Sunday is. And as you may know, in New Orleans, Mardi Gras is the last day of Carnival down in New Orleans. And it's always the Tuesday before Lent begins on Ash Wednesday, and they call it Fat Tuesday. Mardi Gras literally means Fat Tuesday. I haven't been to Mardi Gras myself, but I hear it's quite a festive celebration, great music, and much merrymaking. And it's also when you indulge in fatty, rich foods before entering the solemn season of Lent. This being the Sunday before Lent, I think it should be known as Fat Sunday. We're going to celebrate today with some great jazz music and then indulge in some delicious treats after the concert. And I think we'll just have them right up here in the back. There'll be coffee, delicious donuts, and then the fine women of Hope Community have also baked for us, and so there'll be lots of good, rich food that we can all enjoy together. So let's get the music started with the reason for the season, a jazz rendition of the familiar hymn, What a Friend We Have in Jesus, called What a Friend. That classic piece was written by Hobie Carmichael and Stuart Gorell in 1930. And can you name that tune? Yes. The song's been often associated with singer Ray Charles, Georgia on My Mind. He was a native of Georgia, but for your information, Hobie Carmichael, who was born in Indiana, had no association with Georgia. But in 1979, the General Assembly of Georgia designated Ray Charles's version as the official state song. So now I'd like to introduce to you the official jazz band of Hope. All righty. On the keyboard, Angie Cantlin. And can you stand? Yes! Good job. Thank you. Hope Community Presbyterian Church is proud to claim her as our church musician for almost 12 years now. Angie hails from Wisconsin with a BA in music and then a master's in education. She taught several things from Phi Ed to math and reading intervention courses. But music, of course, is her first love, retiring as the vocal music director from Washburn, Wisconsin in 2014. She taught in Drummond, Ironwood, Iron Mountain. The list goes on and on. I couldn't pronounce some of the names of the schools she was in. She was part of a musical trio that often played at the Rittenhouse in Bayfield, and she even directed the Range of Voices a few years ago. Angie plays the guitar, the dulcimer, and of course, the piano. We are so grateful to have her play with us today, Angie Cantlin. Now, every jazz ensemble needs a drummer. So we'll go over here to this end of our thing. And boy, did we luck out finding ours. When I asked Bill Lovato about organizing a jazz band for our church service, he said, well, if you can find a drummer, the rest will be easy. He is a drummer in demand at establishments across the range, including Max and Mountain Iron, Nick's and Gilbert, Tavern in the Bay and Tower, and the Lodge at Giants Ridge. But his favorite of all-time gigs, I'm sure, is right here at Hope. Please welcome our drummer extraordinaire, Bill Boyce. Playing the tuba wherever tubas are needed, that includes Mesabi Symphony Orchestra, Mesabi Community Band, Virginia City Band. Music is a lifetime sport for Skip, but he also dabbles in college baseball. He's the assistant coach for the Minnesota North College in Hibbing, the Cardinals. He also, along with this, he also penned a march which was performed by the Mesabi Community Band. He also finds time to go cruising with his family and, of course, playing with us here at Hope, Skip Ferris. And behind me are trombone players, no stranger to Virginia area too, as he plays with the Virginia City Band and co-directs the Mesabi Community Band. He dabbles in construction work during the summer months while building the musical foundation of his students in the winter months at Nashwauk and Keewatin. He is the brand new music director for Nashwauk-Keewatin's brand new high school. His love of music is infectious, and his joy in playing is obvious to all here. We're so lucky to have him playing his slide trombone with us. Please welcome Mr. Daniel Melby. Now, speaking of brand new, we have Daniel's brand new fiance right here, and musical co-conspirator, and our one and only flute player today. And you may recognize her. She works at the Sugar Shack, downtown Virginia. She grew up in Suomi, Minnesota, picking up her flute in 5th grade, and in her own words, never put it down. She graduated from Deer River High School and attended Concordia College in Moorhead when she joined the symphonic band. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that that's where these two met. That's true. She and Daniel attended Concordia College. She's a member of the Virginia City Band and Mesabi Community Band, and now a member of our little jazz band, Ellie Utinen. Okay, so she's not standing up. I wonder if there we go. Thank you, setting the example for the front row. Now, next to Allie, we have another newbie to our group. Talk about staying power. Peg has been with the Mesabi Community Band since 1985. That's 39 years of playing her horn with that band. And her high school band didn't have any clarinets, so today we're fulfilling a dream of hers to play in a jazz band. She hails from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, but now lives right here in the Queen City of Virginia. Thanks for joining us, Peg. And give her a hand, Liz. Thank you. Thank you, Peg. Next to Peg, we have our own Milo Kroll. This talented young man is a junior in high school, also taking college courses from Minnesota North as well. He too plays in the Mesabi Community Band and the Virginia City Band. Thanks for playing with us. We love having you play your licorice stick with the jazz band. And he also plays a mean piano, just to have you know. Please stand, Milo Kroll. Now, Milo took his brother's place being our audio man for our church services on Sunday. And here he is sitting up here. So we are being we're not being live streamed. We're being recorded by his big brother who is in St. Cloud in his dorm room. So the mic is working because Mason pushed a magic button in St. Cloud. He's our audio man for the concert, and it is being recorded, and you will be able to see it if you go to our website, on our church website, and also on YouTube of Hope Community Presbyterian Church. Our website on our page, and also blah, 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 blah. Our website, that's what I wanted to say, our church website, you can find a link to the recording today. So thank you very much, Mason, for being our go-to guy. Now, sitting next to Milo is Milo's mom and Mason's mom, Dawn Trexel Kroll. For those who don't know, Dawn usually plays a flute. And you'll notice she is, our sax section was missing a horn because I was playing alto, and Dawn dabbled in playing the alto in high school. And since I already claimed the alto, she said, I'll try tenor, and Mason played tenor, so she had one at home. So today she's playing on her tenor, and she's also directing us in our musicals. You'll see her giving the signals, and we all appreciate it so very much. She's a very versatile musician and also was extraordinary in getting us all organized today. And yeah, there we go. So please stand, will you please, Dawn, now? Thank you. All right, behind me, rounding out our sax section on the Barry sax is Steve Kniefel. He's sitting behind me and beside me here. He's been our jazz band from the start. And not only does Steve play in Mesabi Community Band, Virginia City Band, he also drives over to Hibbing and plays in their city band. And we love having you being part of our foundation of our jazz band. So Steve, will you take a bow? And beside Steve is Jeff Kroll on trumpet. Jeff is a soil scientist with the Forest Service. He's Milo's dad and Mason's dad, married to Dawn there. And Dawn has played, and Jeff has played with Hope's Jazz Band for 4 years, and this year got him to play with a community band, Mesabi Community Band. And he seems to be enjoying the challenge of playing his trumpet on a regular basis and bought himself a new trumpet. So looking good, Jeff. You please stand and take a bow. Next to Jeff, another fine brass man is Gordy Westendorf. Gordy's new to our group this year, retired last spring after a 39-year career as the band director in Proctor, Minnesota. When I called Gordy to ask if he'd join our merry band, he answered the phone laughing, and it was a great start. So, well, this is the guy we want in our band. And I'm thinking he was talking to his wife, Cindy. This being their first year of retirement, they hope to do some more traveling, but in the meantime, he enjoys skiing, reading, and fun fact, he does cross-stitching. So thanks for joining our band, Gordy. Would you please stand and take your bow? And speaking of lucky, We're over the moon to have the Range's music man himself, Bill Lovato, playing with us. Mr. Lovato retired as the Evelyn Gilbert High School band director a few years back and works with Schmidt Music. And in this role, he has the opportunity to travel to all the schools on the Iron Range, meeting the band directors and then all of the students that he can witness to that music truly is a lifetime sport. He's the co-director of Mesabi Community Band and the Virginia City Band. He's the pillar of our little group, our lead trumpet master, Mr. Bill Lovato. All right, it's time for a little gospel music. This is a sweet little piece that we've played at our jazz services, and it's simply called Gospel by Carl Straumann. That fun number, was called Take Five. Take Five is a jazz standard composed by Paul Desmond and originally recorded in 1959 by the Dave Brubeck Quartet for their album Time Out. The song emerged after quartet drummer Joe Morello challenged Desmond to compose a piece in 5/4 time signature. Brubeck arranged Desmond's melodies around Morello's rhythmic ideas. Its title refers both to the quintuple meter. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of, 1, 2, 3, 4, what we're used to. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was the one reason for the title, and the other is the colloquial expression take five, meaning take a short break. Released in the summer of 1959, it became a hit in 1961, eventually rising to international popularity, and it went on to become the biggest selling jazz single of all time and remains a staple of live performances. That's why we had to play it today. So thanks. All righty. Our next number is Wade in the Water. And of course these musicians say, well, get out of the water. I mean, why can't he go in swimming? He's just wade, what do they just, well, anyway, it was ridiculous. It actually is an African-American spiritual. It is said that Harriet Tubman used this song to encourage her people on the run from slavery up to north to trudge through the water instead of on land, where the bloodhounds chasing them could more easily trace their scent. The spiritual draws on also the biblical story of Moses and the Israelites at the Red Sea. The phrase means to step into the water, to find freedom and protection. Wade in the water. Thank you. That was Sing, Sing, Sing with a Swing, Benny Goodman's signature piece written by Louis Prima in 1936. His wife said that he got the inspiration for writing the song at a racetrack when Bing Crosby was there. And Bing Crosby was singing. The legend goes that Bing Crosby was singing and someone said, "Sing, Bing, sing." And that inspired her husband to write Sing, Sing, Sing. And it's been a standard of big bands with its catchy beat. In 1937, Gene Krupa was the drummer who really put it on the map with Benny Goodman's orchestra. And I'd say Bill Boyce put us on the map today with Hope's Jazz Band, don't you say? Band musicians have been known to keep the song going for over 12 minutes, with each instrument taking a noodle, as they say. I didn't know that, but when they take a solo, it's called a noodle. All right, now, before we play our last piece, I'd like to invite you to join us in the back for some refreshments. And remember, this is Fat Sunday, a Fat Sunday celebration, so please stay and eat it all up because, on Tuesday there'll be again your last day, on Fat Tuesday, before Lent on Ash Wednesday. So thank you so much for being a gracious and enthusiastic audience. You've given us today a high that we'll not soon forget, especially for me. It was a real high. So we're going to come down a little bit and going to end our mini concert with Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Amen.